this. So one of the questions was, and I'll just make that bigger so I don't get myself. Yeah. One of the questions was, do you have to complete a whole working prototype in this course? Right? The answer is no. You don't have to have a full working prototype. Most of the students groups last year were able to get prototypes working because they had a couple of developers, and a couple of developers over a semester you can get, using game engines, you can get VR stuff working, right? So it's not terrifyingly difficult to get some VR stuff working. As Nadia pointed out, most of you are looking have described sort of simulation and technical challenges that you're dealing with, right? And that's partly because there's a bunch of interaction designers who look at interactions and computer scientists who look at code and simulations and understanding things, rather than a bunch of artists, right? So if half the groups were artists and musicians and things, you might have more content focused rather than technical focused projects. But given the skills that you guys have, it might be that you're more content focused, a bit more simulation and fundamentals focused. One of the things to be interested in, we do have access to creative people, right? And so don't just go, oh, we're just going to solve these low-level tech problems. Allow yourself to think, well, okay, what other interesting content could we do, right? And have Nadia do that. Right, so
I'm happy, sorry, if you want to reach out, I'm happy to discuss content or give feedbacks on scripts, like that, designs and all.
The narrative, the introduction, how you bring people into the experience, the onboarding and stuff. There's a bunch you have to do for humans to make them feel comfortable. That isn't just about the technology, right? Some of it's about how, as Nadia was saying, the cognitive science around how the brain works and how it learns and how you get introduced to things. Okay. So what I had down in my schedule, and though I'm backlit, so these mostly silhouetting me. What I had down in the schedule is watching the, there are 2 lectures on group psychology. Now we have the choice of either doing those right now or letting you guys work in your groups for a bit to work on your ideas. And I'm willing to be flexible. I'm also willing to have those videos moved out to watch in your own time, and then have a discussion at the beginning of next week having you watch those videos. So question is, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to work in your groups now, or do you want to watch a video? So work in groups, watch a video. I think work in groups got voted in on what to do. For the group who's collaborating with Trondheim, you guys can also, you could watch the videos while you try and get those group members and actually start playing with the stuff down the Vives and start kind of seeing if you can, if they're around, and start working on ideas and writing up some ideas. Okay? Right, so the links to the video are in the description. Internet people, you guys can watch the videos, and we're going to, for the distributed groups, which is you're in there, for the distributed groups, we'll be sending out some meeting notes around how to start up Discord and how to create a group and how to create ambient engagement, right? So that's what you guys will do. So I think the vote for till lunchtime was actually to work in your groups, and then we'll do some of the stuff on reflections after lunch. So lunch runs, so we're now 11:20. So if you guys work until 12, give you 40 minutes to work in your groups. Right, which is about the length of that video. So, so 40 minutes work in your groups, and then you can go and have lunch. You don't have to have lunch together, though expert and teams recommend that you go and have lunch together as a group, so you have a non-work-related interaction. It means that, you know, you can also comment, you know, I hate the way he eats watercress or something in your reflections. It doesn't just have to be about the workplace, right? One of the things you should be thinking in your back of mind, is there anything that's happening that you can reflect on, right? So if there's stuff that happens when you chat to each other, are there situations that are occurring that allow you to discuss group interaction, right? Because that's what we doing later in the day is we'll be looking at a Citra exercise and discussing how you write group reflections. Okay, so work in your groups for 40 minutes and then lunch at 12. Yeah, lunch at sort of 12:20 through to 1 o'clock.